Well, I start with Dawn Sturgess' family and friends, because we must always remember the grief that they have gone through, the pain they've gone through. But this report is clear. Moral responsibility lies with Putin, and it's further evidence of the shocking and reckless, hostile activity on UK soil. And so it's very important that we put in the most stringent sanctions on the GRU for the first time, but it also reinforces why we need to remain vigilant to the ever-present threat that is there from Putin and from Russia. That's not just in Ukraine. In this case, the report is clear, it's on our soil. And here I am at Lossiemouth, where we've been discussing with personnel the work that they are doing to keep us safe from Russian threats, particularly in our waters.
But what more can you do in response to this and the threat from President Putin in recent days of some kind of military confrontation with Europe?
Well, we have to remember that so far as Europe is concerned, that the one aggressor in Ukraine, and that is Putin. This war could end tomorrow if Russia withdrew and stopped their aggression. So we have to be rooted in the cause of the conflict here. We have stood obviously with Ukraine, with our allies, for the best part of 4 years now. We will continue to do so to make sure Ukraine is in the strongest possible position should the conflict continue, and in the strongest possible position should there be a ceasefire and a lasting peace. But we also need to be aware of the threat that we face in the United Kingdom, the threats in our waters in recent weeks. And that's why it's very important that I'm here at Lossiemouth talking to the service personnel who play a really important part in keeping us safe.
The Sturgess family want to be sure that a poisoning attack couldn't happen again. You can't give them that guarantee, can you?
We do everything within our power to make sure that we keep all of our citizens safe and sound. The report is absolutely clear where responsibility lies here. As you will imagine, we work with our allies on intelligence material all of the time to keep our country safe. So whether it's intelligence, whether it's the operations that are carried out from bases such as this, we do everything within our power, working with our key allies to keep ourselves safe and to keep our citizens safe from all threats, but particularly at the moment, threats from Russia.
Do we have a united front at home?
Yes, we do have a united front at home. There's a huge amount of work going into keeping our citizens safe and sound, and that operates at a number of different levels. And it's very important that we acknowledge the work that's done by our service personnel to keep us safe from the threat which is ever present. But this report is absolutely clear where responsibility lies. I don't think many of us ever really doubted it. It is Putin's moral responsibility, and this is hostile activity on our soil. We have to be in a position to respond to that. We have responded with sanctions. First time we've done sanctions like this at this scale on the GRU. Right thing to do, and we'll remain ever vigilant.
On one other issue, you are cancelling or postponing mayoral elections in England. Are you effectively cancelling democracy?
No, there are various arrangements being put in place to ensure all the elections could take place at the right time, depending on the configurations of the council and other arrangements.